Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be preparing all this firewood for the winter. We're at my parents' house in Pennsylvania this week, and they've got lots of these big oak trees downed. And over the next 4 days, we're going to be cutting, splitting, and stacking all of it. I decided to film this whole process so that you could watch along. Please enjoy the video.
Pick up right here. It'll roll off the log.
Can try that?
Okay.
Timber! Nice. That was hard.
Yeah, it was. When you do your original cut, if you start going like this, the better you can get it not curving that, the better off you're going to be. Here we go. Grab something to put under this. There. Well, see if it'll sit. All right. Well, maybe you weren't so in line.
Should I wear my wife beater for this next one? Fans are pulled out with rotation, or how does that work?
It just kind of seeps into it.
Probably like maybe similar to how the carburetor.
What do you do? Come here.
Goes through.
So here's all the stuff we did yesterday. So we've got these big oak trees on our property that we had taken down so that they wouldn't fall and land on the house there. My dad was gracious enough to show me the ropes on the chainsaw. I haven't used one in quite some time, so having his expertise as a refresher was quite nice, and my brother was there too. He was learning as well. We are but novices with the chainsaw. We missed our mark a few times. We've got quite a lot of wood here, and I'm gonna use the wood splitter to get it all piled up. After trying to split one of these big rounds with a maul yesterday, I'm very happy we've got this wood splitter. As someone who does enjoy splitting wood by hand with an axe or maul, we just have so much work to do that this thing is gonna make our lives much easier. I am very curious about how much it is improving our workflow. So what I'm gonna do at some point today is a splitting comparison where I chop one of these rounds by hand, time it, do the same thing with the log splitter, and see what that multiple of improvement really is. My initial guess is that I'd be able to go 8 times faster with the log splitter. So 8 times faster with the log splitter than by hand. But we will see.
All right, buddy. You're gonna have to give me some space, okay?
When I tell you we're about to have a whole lot of firewood, man, this is like 4 of those so far. 4 of those. And we've got quite a few. We're gonna be set for a while. This doesn't even include the stuff down there. As a test, I wanted to see how much an improvement splitting on the log splitter is compared to splitting by hand with a splitting maul. This is probably a 6 or 8 pound maul, and I'm guessing this is going to take me at least 10 minutes. These are pretty big logs, and they're pretty wet still. They're very heavy. But I picked out 2 similar size pieces. I'm really hoping this doesn't have any hidden knots in it, but all right. So I'll go in and split this log first, and I'll go into this video and see how long it took me, and then we'll do the log splitter. But all right, here we go. We'll start the timer now. All right, off to a very good start. That split a lot faster than I thought it would. All right, I think I'm gonna surprise myself here. All right, half the log is done. There's my hidden knot. Oh boy, this is gonna be rough. All right, probably one more split here. Missed it. Huh. This last piece is giving me the hardest time. There's a knot that goes right through it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to split that by hand. We'll call this done with a asterisk and know that I couldn't get that last one. Okay, I just watched back that video and that took about 7 minutes flat. And I will say when I started it, I thought it was gonna go a lot better because of how easily the first split happened. It only happened within 4 or 5 chops. So I was feeling good, but sure enough, there was a knot in there that really stumped me. The downside of splitting this way so far was I wasn't very consistent. I got some pieces like this, pretty small, and then of course that big chunker that I couldn't get through. I'm gonna have to put this through the log splitter to get it smaller, but I just couldn't get very consistent chops, especially after I got tired. And I got very tired fast. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm not in the best shape for it. But if I had to split all this wood by hand, it would take me days and days. I'm feeling pretty confident that the wood splitter is the way to go. Not that I really had any doubts about that, but okay, next we're gonna do the same thing with the wood splitter and time it. I also forgot to sharpen my maul, so there's another variable there, but I don't think it really would have improved so much that I would have had a much easier time. All right, let's start the timer now. Well, what do you know? That took roughly the same exact amount of time. That was about 7 minutes with the wood splitter compared to 7 minutes chopping by hand. Now, we can't forget all the things that went wrong chopping by hand, like the odd-shaped wood and getting tired quickly. If I had to chop all this wood by hand, my per log time would surely go up. It would wreck my body probably, and take me a whole lot longer than if I just keep the pace with the log splitter. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep going with the log splitter and get it done. We're starting to get a pretty hefty stack of wood here. Quite a lot to go still. Just went in for a little bit of lunch, but it's time to get back to work. I'd really like to get all of this split before the sun sets today so that tomorrow I can spend time stacking everything. If we need to split a little bit more tomorrow, it's no big deal, but I'm gonna try to get a lot of this done today.
I was thinking I would figure a way to get a jack under it, lift it up a little bit, and put a log about where that tree is and cut this while it's up in the air.
The color difference is crazy between the two. Okay, it's day 3 now. We do have a little bit more to split, so I'm hoping we can knock that out within an hour, and then we can get to stacking before the rain comes. You can see it's a pretty gray day. It's going to be a little rainy later, so I really hope we can make progress this morning so that we don't have to go too far into the day. Maybe it'll clear up. We got all this done yesterday. We've got to stack it over there where we were clearing yesterday. But first, I just want to get the last of these logs split if I can. Well, I managed to finish up for the day. There's a few big chunkers over here that I'm not going to be able to do today, but these are like all the odds and ends, and this big old beast that I couldn't get to. We made out with quite a bit of firewood over these past few days, and it did start raining, as you heard, but it's been a steady rain for a little bit. I'm gonna hope that it stops so that I can get this stacked and stay a little bit dry, but I'm gonna go in for lunch and hope it dries a little bit. All right.
You wash your hands.
Feels good to get a break from running machinery. It's quite peaceful out here with the rain. But we've got these pallets here that are set up for firewood. We're gonna easily fill those, and then we'll have to figure out what we need to do with the rest. But I'm gonna get started. See what we can do. You know what? All right, I changed my mind. We're not gonna start with this super wet stuff. We're gonna start with the dry stuff that's sitting next to it so that they can grab from that first. Let's do that instead. I think this will be a better use of my time to get this drier stuff set out there. I want to make sure I'm stacking this in a way that makes sense. They're going to grab from this side. These nice flat pieces for the sides, for the corners, I should say. I think we should do 3x3s rather than 2x2s. That will save a little bit of space. I want it packed a little bit nicer. Yeah, this will be a lot better. And it'll dry just fine. And now that we have our nice wall up, we can just stack right up against it all along the length of this front face. And it'll just be nice sturdy foundation for our corner. I'm gonna save some of these flat pieces for my other corners. started with the dry stuff. Stopped with the dry stuff so I could start getting the wetter stuff in the back, and then I think I've got about enough dry stuff to kind of fill this front. So then your whole front is dry, which will work well, I think. Okay, it's day 4. We've got some stacking to do today, and then we're gonna be all done for the week. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so I'm trying to get all this work done before then, so that I can spend time with my family and do all the things. But we've just got a little bit more of stacking to do. There's plenty of other wood to be cut up and split for firewood, but that's gonna have to happen at another time. So maybe I'll be back at some point to do more of that work. We've got a beautiful foggy morning. It's pretty wet out here, so not the best working conditions, but temperature's not too bad. The fog's very beautiful, and I think we're gonna have a pretty solid day. Here comes the rain. If you've watched this far, consider subscribing. I'd like to make more videos like this where I'm doing work or building things or fixing things. This is a pretty new channel, so there's a lot more of this to come, but this will easily be my longest video that I've made. If you enjoy it, please let me know. I want to make more of these long form videos. Good. I had originally said 6 feet tall to get to 2 cords. but I don't think we're even gonna do that. We're gonna keep this roughly at, it's probably 4 feet tall right now. And we'll say that's good, because I don't want these guys to have any trouble when they come to get firewood. So we'll keep it at a height of 4. So I think this will be our last load before finishing off this front with some of the older wood. All right, so at this point, we've got that backside nice and full. So we'll go ahead and get the rest of this older, drier wood to finish the front face. You helping me, buddy? You helping me? What I need to do is find some sticks to put on the ground to get the bottom layer off the ground. I fashioned this base out of sticks from the woods, propped up on some old rotted logs. This will allow air to get underneath and we wouldn't waste the whole bottom layer. Because what happens, it seems like the bottom layer of these piles often get rotted because they're just sitting right on the ground. So hopefully this helps. Oh, sorry, buddy. Did I scare you? All right, I got the last of it stacked. And just like that, we're finished, you guys. We were able to get over 2 cords of firewood between here and the stack over here. We did it in about 4 days, just in time for Thanksgiving tomorrow. I've got my odds and ends stacked over here and some thinner pieces that might make good kindling in the future. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to see what we do next.